Then should we start?
Yes, you can start, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Today we will talk about artificial intelligence, machine learning using Python, because you know that in last day also, yesterday also, you had a Python interaction, Python section. Today we will talk mostly on the machine learning using Python, where we are using Python in the machine learning, and why it is very much important for the machine learning kind of application. So with me, Ankur is also here. So our content is about, we will start about what we are from the CDAC Kolkata. We will give you some introduction. It's a AI ML, artificial intelligence machine learning. We will give you some examples videos. These videos, currently the researcher, they are working in different area of the AML, but from there we just picked 1-2 videos to show you what are the current status it's in AIML application. Then we will brief you a little bit on the in CDAC whatever we are doing AIML using Python. What are the application currently we are doing in Signal CDAC Kolkata, so that you can get some flavor, like why Python is more important for the researchers, and why as an industry participants from our side also, why we are emphasizing Python. So after that we will Umkur will take care of machine learning using Python. He will show you some example of Python, and we will conclude our lecture. So in CDAC, I will say that CDAC is basically R&D institution for design, development, and deployment of worldwide class electronic and ICT solutions for economic and human advancement. It's established in 1988. There are 12 locations in India. Around 3,000 professionals are there, and we are under Minister of Electronics and Information Technology. And these are the 12 centers in all over the India, and we are here in we are talking from Kolkata center, and we represent mostly, and we work for with CDAC Silchar, CDAC partner for eastern and northeastern application and deployment of these regions. Whatever the we develop the solution, we try to deploy those solutions in these area like eastern and northeastern region. So these are the technical expertise in the entire CDAC. Like we worked on high performance computing, artificial intelligence, multilingual computing, professional electronics, health informatics, cyber security, cyber forensics, software technology, like within that e-governance, geoinformatics, blockchain, then 5G, IoT. Then the education training is also very important in CDAC. So in this Kolkata center, we mostly work on the agri environment. Like there is a team of embedded system and electronics. They work for the embedded system application. Then we our team, good team, like image processing, where steganography and face recognition is there. Ankur is he is actually belongs to that group. Then speech processing, I am belong to the speech processing group, and also there are natural language processing, IT to mass, e-governance application, software development, information security, digital library. So, and there are different clients we have, like T-Board of India, T-Indra states, government, different departments of the government, universities, IITs, public sector units, research institutions. So that's all about the CDAC. Now we are coming to the what is artificial intelligence, machine learning. Why it's a very much important nowadays. Artificial intelligence, AI, is an approach using which intelligence system can be made that can simulate human intelligence. That's very important. The ideal characteristics of artificial intelligence is its ability to recognize, rationalize, and take actions that have the best chance of achieving a specific goal. And the goals of artificial intelligence include learning, reasoning, and the perception. And machine learning is a sub part of within the AI. And you know that as per the Professor Tom Mitchell, machine learning is a study of computer algorithms that allow computer programs to automatically improve through experience. So machine learning is a part of the artificial intelligence, and today we will talk mostly on the machine learning and algorithms and the implementations of machine learning using Python. So we will start a little bit on, we will show you some videos to all of you, but for that I need to stop sharing here. I will just share another video. Just copy this link because it will not work in this. Just give me 1 minute. I just stop share and oh, okay. Mm, just give me 1 minute. So now I will show you one application about speech to speech recognition translation. So now I'm just playing a video from YouTube. So just listen carefully.
Sorry, I'm late. New York traffic.
Me dijo mi jefe que sabía español.
My boss told me you spoke English.
Actually, the background is like that. There is a two-person. They are sitting in front of the male speaker. They can even he can speak in English, but the female guy, she only know the Spanish. So it's a very difficult to conversation between English and Spanish. So there is some kind of application is already available through which English and Spanish people can also talk with each other. That's actually the example. So just go through that.
Excuse me. Hello?
How's the meeting going, man?
Not good. She doesn't understand English and I don't speak Spanish.
Good speech trans.
What?
Speech trans. You don't have it yet?
No. What is it?
It's a language translator. It's awesome. Download it now from the App Store right now. Don't blow this.
Don't worry, I got this.
Ay, quisiera que me entendiera. Creo que eres tan guapo.
I wish you understood me. I think you're cute.
The saying goes, business before pleasure, but I think you're cute too.
Dice el refrán, negocio antes que el placer, pero creo que es un lindo demasiado.
Quisiera tomar un trago después de hablar de negocios.
What do you say we get a drink after this?
Sounds good to me.
So why I'm showing this application? Because this is the application of speech-to-speech translation between English and Spanish. Because in world there are different language and different language families are there. So we need to translate from one language, source language, and target language. And this kind of application is very much important in this world. And here in this speech-to-speech translation, there are different AI units are there, like speech recognition, speech text-to-text conversions, and also the text-to-speech synthesis. There are 3 different technology used here in this speech translation, and each and every module is the AI and machine learning based algorithm. We work on these areas also in CDAC. So my second, I will show you another very interesting video. Just hold. So here's the video of animal sound. Like that Google is currently working on the animal sound also. Like can we recognize the animal voice, animal speech? Is it possible? So Google is currently working in this area, and I will show you this demo also. Is it visible to all of you? Just I need some feedback from your side.
Yes, visible.
Okay, and it's audible also? Is it audible?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Yeah, thank you for feedback. So it's again it's a beautiful application developed as currently the team of the researcher, they are working this animal voice speech translation. And also, can we recognize, can we understand the animal voice in human term? So that's the video. Just there's a 1 minute video, 1.4 minutes. Just I'm playing.
I'm going to show you a new Android application that's been developed through our translation technology. Our new app, Google Translate for Animals, translates animal speech into human vernacular. The handset records the animal sounds and then transmits them to our server, where the speech recognition and translation engines analyze the neurobiological acoustics. The voice recognition software then checks itself against the millions of sounds in our animal linguistic database and produces a translation in plain English. Let's see how Google Translate for Animals works. I activate the Translate app. As you can see, there's a large range of animals to choose from. I choose pig. Then I make a recording. See here, it transcribes it, but if I push the speaker button, we can actually hear what Bella said.
New person. Smells good.
That's amazing.
Let's find out what's on Donna's mind.
Love you.
How about that?
To get Google Translate for Animals, go to Android Market and search Translate for Animals.
So this is another beautiful and interesting video. That's why because I think there are different students and researchers. They are working in different area of machine learning and artificial intelligence. So why I'm putting this kind of video? Because there are kind of live requirement is also there. So like a speech-to-speech or human speech-to-speech translation, as well the animal voice to human understandable text or audio, is it possible? So these are the current scenario that all the researchers are currently working in this area. So I will show you another one demo. That it is also again it's a Google Mind project. So this is it's a game it's an online game kind of application. So just keeping this video, so why I'm showing this kind of application, because that artificial intelligence is playing a very important role in this current scenario. So so that's why we have think that there are different researchers. So that's why I've shown this kind of videos. So now I have another. It's not video. Like this is another application. So it's the application of handwritten digit recognition. You can also try. These are available. Each and every slide I have given the source. So that's why you can also try this kind of application. It's a deep neural network based application of handwritten digit recognition. Just I'm clicking this and just. So is it visible? This screen, black blue screen. Okay. So this left side, where the cursor is, my current cursor. If I write something digit like 2, so and it's my input. It's a handwritten 2, and it's a downsampled, and it's a fast guess is 2. You just think this is a fast guess is 2 and second guess is 3. So it's a 0 to 9 digit recognition, handwritten digit recognition, and there are different layers. Like this is my input, pixel by pixel values, and this is my another convolution layer. Okay, this is another downsampling layer, then again convolution layer. So these are the different layers, and this is my current. This is output layer. Here 0, like this is the 2, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is written here, and this is my current answer. So that's why it's a given 2 is a high. The probability is high of this 2. So that's why it's given the result fast guess is 2. So and I'm trying in different way, like it's like difficult one, like 3. Is the first guess is again recognized as a 3 and second is 6. So I'm trying it's different. Like I'm writing 9, but in different way. So if you see that I'm writing in 9 in different way, again it's recognized as a 9. So this kind of, it's a convolution neural network based application. Everything is written in Python. That's why it's Python is a very important tool. You can also use this kind of tool and implement your application. So, and code is also, few codes are also, available. So you can also try that. So anyway, I'm coming to back to my presentation slide. In CDAC, we are doing different application. This is my first slide, and it's related to Tripura. And where your university, Tripura University and TIT and the institution of TIT, they also played very important role in this application. So it's a speech-based assistive aid where we deployed text-to-speech and speech-to-text kind of application to the visually challenged people. So we deployed this solution of the 2 blind school in Narsinghagar, Agartala, and we deployed our solution. So what are those solutions? We developed this kind of Bengali text-to-speech synthesis, and we deployed this kind of solution for the visually challenged people, so that they can also write something in their own language. Like in CDAC, we mostly work for the eastern and northeastern languages, and Tripura also, they know, Bengali is also very official language, I think, official language. So most of the schools, they use Bengali. So we deployed the Bengali application in Tripura, speech to text as well as text to speech. We also developed a Nepali text-to-speech synthesis system. These are the different applications. Right now, whatever I am showing is the application, whatever we developed under Advanced Signal Processing Group, and it's not all application. The major application currently we are showing. Just you can write in your native language, like in Nepali. If you can write, the computer can speak in Nepali. So that's the application. So this is the Mizo. If you write something in Mizo, the computer can speak in Mizo. Okay, and this is the application for one speech recognition application. It's a speech recognition. It's a IVR, interactive voice response kind of application, where farmer can just speak with the server and dial a particular number and speak in Bengali, and the server, our server, we call it the asterisk server. It will recognize the Bengali audio data and provide the relevant information related to the weather as well as the agriculture. Okay, so this application is related to the agricultural domain, and we provide the latest information of commodity price and weather information of West Bengal. So currently, this kind of solution we deployed all over the West Bengal, and the farmers is currently using this kind of application. So there is another project we are currently working. This is also the AI-based application, where also we are using the Python as a backend. There is a Krishi Mantrana. It's a kind of expert system. Like a farmer can not only speak, they can also write in Bengali, they can speak in Bengali. Not only in Bengali in this project, Bengali, Hindi, these 2 languages we are currently working, so that the farmer, they can speak in Hindi or Bengali. It's kind of chatbot kind of application. If you have the web application or mobile app, you just speak with your mobile and share your problem related to the agriculture domain. System, it's the expert system, will give you the proper information, whatever your question. Okay, so it's a AI-based multimodal dialogue system. Currently, we are working. This is an ongoing activity. This is another very important project in our team. Ankur is an active member of this face recognition project. It's a deep neural network based face recognition. There is one video. I just play. There's a 2 minutes video. I play that video so that you can understand what are the features within the face recognition system, whatever we developed using Python, and it's a AI and ML based application. That's why I'm going to play this video in front of you. Again, I am just stop sharing here because sorry. Okay. Yeah, this video, I mean, is it visible? Again, I'm asking to, is it visible?
Yes, visible.
Okay, thank you. So I'm playing, this is the application of automatic advanced face recognition system. It's developed by CDAC. So just it's a, I mean, it's 2-3 minutes, I mean, it's around 3 minutes. Just listen, what are the features, whatever we developed, the team is developed. Each and everything, whatever we developed is based on Python based application. And we deployed this kind of application for the different user agency. So that's a very important. It's not like our home, it's a home product, but we deployed this solution for the different user agency.
Face recognition is a computer vision technology capable of matching or recognizing human faces from digital sources like images or video frames. During past years, CDAC Kolkata is continuing the research and the development activities in face recognition technology. The advanced face recognition system developed by CDAC Kolkata can work as an identification system as well as a verification system. Face verification system verifies whether two facial images belong to same person or not. This kind of application can solve problems like removing duplicate database entries in electoral rolls, PAN cards, Aadhaar cards, and other such cases. It can also be used for contactless authentication systems like attendance management, visitor management, etc. This is a demonstration version of face verification system for recording attendance of CDAC Kolkata employees. Upon arriving, employee has to stand in front of the camera and enter his or her unique ID and press Go button. On successful verification of camera feed and stored image associated with the ID, system registers his or her attendance. On the other hand, face identification system can be used in wide varieties of applications like enquiring missing persons, criminal investigations, and dead body identifications, or in any facial image-based search applications. A typical face identification system has a database containing facial information. Given a facial query image, system matches the query face with all the database entries one by one. After completion, it will return an ordered list of top matched faces. This is a standalone version of face identification system developed by CDAC Kolkata. For this demonstration, we are selecting a database containing the facial information of CDAC Kolkata employees. Now, for a query image, we are selecting a facial image of one of our employees, and we are expecting that the database image of the same employee should come in top search results. On completion of the search, system is returning top matched faces from the database, and in this case, our top result, that is rank 1, is of the same employee. The customized version of this face identification system has been procured by Goa Police. A web version of the same is tested and accepted by SCRB Tamil Nadu, and the final deployment is in process.
So these are the different application. Whatever it's a face recognition application we have shown, and this application is already it's a I mean it's deployed version is available. We deployed this version. So why I'm showing again, it's a very, very important question. Like whatever that demonstration currently we are doing, it's a all it's a backend is AI/ML and written in Python. So that's why talking each and every time these are the application. We can also think about different application. Okay, so there is another project where we it's a kind of autism children. There are autism children, so we try to identify the facial expression from the autism children, and facial expression as well as vocal emotions. So this kind of application also we used, we are taking help of the machine learning based algorithms, and we also using Python as a backend. So this is another important project for the intelligent museum exhibit system. There speech recognition, facial expression, face recognition, text to speech synthesis system. So these all the application whatever we developed, it's an integrated version, is the we call is the interactive and intelligent museum exhibit system for the attention analysis, where we track the eye gaze, and we try to identify the attention, and also the where the the visitor try to interact, try to listen, try to try to get the information from the picture. So this kind of eye tracker, 2B eye tracker currently we are using to track the eye track. Then we use the different other module to identify the attention, facial expression, face recognition, and also we use the speech recognition, and text to speech synthesis system is also there in the preferred language. So these are very brief, I will say this is a very brief whatever currently we are doing in CDAC. So there are different other application. We are not going to the details. Now we will give you some brief idea about the machine learning and Python. What are the different why it's a best application. So up to this, so I stop here. If you have any question about the CDAC, whatever we are doing in signal processing group, if you have any query, just please ask, or if you can give your feedback, because the next version, from this slide onwards, Ankur will take care. Ankur will give you the examples, will show you the some demo, as well as run some codes in machine learning and Python. So if you have any query up to this, you can ask me, or you can ask after the
Yes, sir, I have.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Sir, in face recognition, if the image angle is changed, means for example the if I change the angle by 90 degree, the machine after using the machine learning algorithm, will it give the exact same result as before?
No, actually, if you rotate the face for 90 degree, then the facial features which are actually occluded. So unless and until you have the facial features like eyebrows, nose, mouth, those features are required for identifying those faces. So if you rotate 90 degree, it will not capture those features. But if you are tilting in some degree, let's say for 5 and 10 degrees, then that is possible, because some of the features are quite visible, right?
So whatever Ankur mentioned, that 90 degree, it's a very tough, because most of the features we can't get and can't extract those features. But if you can just tilt your head around 5 to 10 degree, so then also the system can extract the features from your face. So that then the system performance good. But 90 degree, it's a very tough, because you can also as a human being also, you can't understand, can't recognize if someone tilts the 90 degree in rotation. Okay.
Okay, sir. Sir, one question.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Sir, in natural language processing, I have translated a few sentences from English to Hindi.
Okay.
Before translating, I have used scikit-learn. Sir, in English there are some stopping words which are excluded during translation. Does it change the meaning of this whole sentence?
Yeah, you know that you are talking about source language to target language translation. It's a text to text translation you are talking about. We call it the machine translation. So in machine translation, you know that the context plays a very important role. If the context wise, the in English to Hindi, maybe the English to Bengali also you can try. So sometimes you will not get the your expected results. But if you try the Google machine translation, then also you will get the accuracy is around 80 to 85%. So that's why we call, if you have the idea of the domain, if we develop, if you have the data of maybe some medical domain data, if you have like English medical domain data and Bengali or Hindi medical domain data, then if you can train those data, so within the medical domain data, so it can recognize and it can be translated very well. So but if you have any general domain data, if you don't idea about it's a domain, I mean travel, medical domain, all other data is there. So that time maybe whatever you are talking about, that's a challenge. It sometimes failed, sometimes give you the different set of sentences also. So I will say that using the machine learning, if you have the good amount of data and and if it's covered the all are the scenarios, I mean the test cases at the time of training, then it will be easy to I mean translate. I mean if you get the target language. So is it clear? I mean it's so that's why we talk about if we need to work on the any target domain, so the machine translation perform very good. If you don't have the specified domain, if you say that it's a general domain, sometimes I mean it's fail because the content, I mean context is different. Same word in different meaning is possible. So that's why I'm talking.
Okay, sir.
So any other query regarding the, I mean, application of this, whatever I am shown, if you have any interest? Okay, no problem. So I request Ankur to go ahead with the next session. So Ankur, please.
Thank you, Joyanta. So far, you have understood why machine learning, artificial intelligence, and machine learning is so useful for current and future applications. And the backbone of any programming, there is some languages, and Python being a good language for machine learning. Why this is Python is good for machine learning? I am giving some of the points that you may appreciate. Like for fast, it is very much easy and congruent, like any other low level or middle level language like C++. There is some involved coding, so much coding is required. But in case of Python, it is being a high level language, and you can see that the syntaxes are also very much simple. So it is useful. And the second point is that there are so many huge libraries for ML available in Python, like NumPy, SciPy, scikit-learn. So many libraries are available. Those are free open source, and you can use for your ML applications. And third point is that it is platform independent. If you have the Python interpreter installed in macOS, Linux, or Windows, then you can run your application in any kind of system. Fourth point is that there are so many visualization options available, like Matplotlib, Seaborn. Those are the libraries available for visualization. And the fifth and the fifth point, that is there are so many community support, and also forums are available where you can get your support for any kind of problem. Then next, I will go for the steps of installing Python 3 interpreter and also virtual environment setup. First of all, let me tell you, the Python 2 it is also very useful, but current days Python 3 interpreter are widely used, and the future applications that will be on Python 3. So it is better to use Python 3 as your first choice. Next, I will tell how to install Python 3 in different operating system like Mac OS, Linux, and Windows. And you can see from here, if you are in Linux, then you can install by using sudo apt-get install Python 3.7. This kind of command will land you a Python 3 interpreter in your system. And Windows, you can download from this URL, and then you just install the Python interpreter, And also don't forget to add the Python interpreter bin folder in the path of the Windows path variable. And for macOS, you also download and install. Next, the Python package manager pip. It is very useful package manager because it is known that Python is a well interpreter, but those some of the packages that is needed for your application you have to install using pip. So you can install pip in Linux using apt-get install Python 3 pip, and in Windows it is if you are using Python 3 of version more than 3.4, it is already available with the Python package, so you don't have to install pip in Windows. And for Mac, you can see you have to do this, you have to run this command in your terminal to get the Python package manager installed in your Mac system. Next, I will go with the virtual environment setup. First of all, let me tell you why Python virtual environment is needed. Actually, you have already installed your Python interpreter and the package manager. Now you are going to install some of the packages for your application. So in your system, there may be different applications you want to be run. So for different application, you need to be a different kind of wall for protecting different applications. So the virtual environment is kind of wrapper on the Python. So it segregates different applications packages for different applications. One package set of any application will not bother other package set of any other application. So virtual environment is protecting your application. In Linux and macOS, you can install virtual environment using sudo pip install virtual env. And after installing, you have to create a folder in your home directory. It may be hidden folder. Hidden folder denotes by dot of any prefix, any folder with the prefix dot that tells it is a hidden folder in Linux. So after creating the folder, what you have to do, you have to just install a virtual environment wrapper on top of the virtual environment. It gives you a flexibility to use the virtual environment. How it is going to do, I am telling in the next point. So after installing virtual environment wrapper, so what you have to do, open your bash portal, a bash rc file, and you have to add several lines that I have shown here. I have shown work on home. This is a command, and you have to export. You have to write these comments in bash rc and virtual environment Python, and also the third point that is required to be written in the bash rc file. And for Windows, you have to just install the virtual env. And for Windows, you have to install virtual env wrapper -win, because it is actually this package is for only Windows. So after doing all these things in Windows, you have to add work on home variable in your environment variable, and have to add this variable with the path variable in Windows environment, so that you can access your virtual environment from outside. So this is the steps for installing the virtual environment. Now you have installed virtual environment in your system. So what you have to do, you have to first create a virtual environment by using the command virtual env, and followed by the virtual environment name. Here I have given env1. It will create a virtual environment for you. So once it is created, you can switch to the virtual environment using the command work on env1. It will give you it will actually land you to the virtual environment of the Python. So So far, we have installed Python interpreter, Python package manager, virtual environment, all these things we have done. Now I am going to show you are going to run your application in some environment. There, the environment that for demonstration purpose or anything, we are using Jupyter Lab Notebook, where you can easily run your applications and test those applications. And Jupyter Notebook is a very popular web application that can be run in localhost. And Jupyter Lab is the next generation web-based user interface for the project Jupyter. It comes with very enhanced feature of the Jupyter Notebook. So Jupyter Lab Notebook can be installed in different operating system by the command Jupyter pip install Jupyter Lab. This command, please remember, you have to go to the virtual environment first, like work on env1. Once you are in the virtual environment, after that you will run pip install Jupyter Lab. So that this Jupyter Lab already installed for your virtual environment env1. It is not installed for all the Python packages. So it will be only for env1. So so after installing Jupyter Lab, if you want to run, then you have to go to the terminal and you have to type Jupyter Lab, Jupyter-Lab. It will open up a web app in actually I am going to show after you run the Jupyter Lab command. Are you able to see my screen, the artificial neural network screen?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay. So after running Jupyter-Lab, you will land in a page where the URL will be like, if you are running in localhost, then localhost 8888 followed by lab. This is the page where you will land. So you have already in the Jupyter Lab notebook. So now for your applications, there may be some packages required, as I have already told. For machine learning applications, there are various popular packages like NumPy, SciPy, sklearn, Pandas. Those be installed in terminal after going to the virtual environment by using the command work on env1. Then you have to type pip install NumPy or any other packages if you want to install. Those packages will be installed for the virtual environment env1. There are other options like Google Colab. It is an online Python interpreter that is also available. It is free and it is like a Jupyter Notebook environment that runs entirely in the cloud. Here I have given the URL. You can see, if you go to this URL, you can get access to the Colab Jupyter Colab Notebook. Colab allows you to train machine learning models in GPUs and TPUs. There may be possible that you don't have the TPUs availability in your current system. So if you want to have flavor for GPUs and TPUs for your machine learning models, basically, if you are training your model, then there may be those applications are so many computing intensive. So for that, GPUs and TPUs are required. Google provides those runtime environment like his first here is a snapshot of CPU, GPU, TPU processing units with different configurations. You can see those are providing in the Colab. You can use those runtime environment for your application. And to install any those some of the packages that I have already told, like NumPy, SciFi, sklearn, those are already included with the Google Colab. You don't have to install. If you are installing any other packages that is not available, how do you know? If you import a statement like import NumPy in Google Colab, then it will, if it executes correctly, then you know that those packages are already installed in Google Colab. If those other packages are not installed in Google Colab, then you have to install in Google Colab by using the command pip install package name. But before that, don't forget to prefix exclamation mark with the pip command, because it is the syntax for running any command in Google Colab. Now, so far I have told you how to install Python interpreter and set up the virtual environment and also the Jupyter Lab notebook where you can run your application. Now, I am going to tell you briefly about machine learning workflow. Typical workflow that might you have already encountered maybe, and this typical workflow that is required for any machine learning application. First of all, data is very much data is kind of oil for machine learning engine. So data is required from different sources, and though after getting those data, those data may be in different format. You have to prepare those data. So though you have to clean before going into the further step, you have to clean, prepare, and manipulate data. Then how you will clean the data, I will tell in the next slide. And after cleaning and preparing your data, you have to feed those. You have to split the data into training and validation step. Validation and training partition in training and validation is required, because when you are going to train your model with the data set, you have to make some prediction. So the accuracy and other critical features that is required for your model, that is computed with the validation data. So data partition is required before going to training. After you partition the data in training and validation phase, you have to put those data in your model, and your model will train based on those data, and it will give you a final train model. And with this validation data, what you can do here, test means you have to validate, and validating the results, and you will get the accuracy or error percentage. Those here you will get. After getting the results, what you have to do, you have to improve your model, so that until and unless you are clear about your model, then you will go for predicting the unknown data. For data processing, what I have told, for data processing, there may be some scenarios like I have shown here a data where you can see the each column, there's the one data for this row, you can see it is missing. And salary data, it is in the fifth row, you can see it is also missing. So what you have to do, you have to replace those missing field with any of the values. One possible way, you can replace with the mean value of the age for the age column, and for salary column, one way to replace is the average or mean value of the salary of the other data available. So this is one kind of pre-processing step for data preparation. After that, there may be some situation that some data like country, it is a categorical data, and you have to, if you are running machine learning model works on numeric data. You have to convert these categorical data into numeric data. So how can you perform? Here you can see there are three categories available. three countries: France, Spain, and Germany. There are three countries, and you can convert it into a dummy variable. Like in Python, one package you can use where one hot encoding process lets you convert this categorical data into dummy variable. So after converting one hot encoding, let me tell you what is one hot encoding. One hot encoding means if there are n number of categories, then you can represent n categories by n bits in binary digit n bit. So if it is here n is 3, so these three countries can be represented using 3 bits. For France, you can say it is 001. For Spain, it is 010. For Germany, it is 100. By this way, if you use one hot encoding, you can represent your categorical data into numeric 1. So this is also a pre-processing stage. Another pre-processing stage may be feature scaling. Like here, you can see age is in 2-digit form, but salary it is 5-digit. So you can see that there are clear disparities among the column values. So what you can do, you can normalize those values in a common range. There are different feature scaling process like standardization. In case of standardization, what you can do, you can convert your data by subtracting with the mean and divide by with its standard deviation. By this, you can normalize. Other way is min-max approach, where you can subtract with the mean value, minimum value, with the subtracting with the minimum value divided with the maximum minus minimum value. That way, you can also minimize, normalize your data in a common scale. That kind of approach is required when you are going to feed the data into the machine learning model. So these are the pre-processing steps you can follow for your application. Now you have already prepared your data. Now I'm going to tell about broad categories of ML algorithms. In this parlance, I will mainly focus on supervised learning and unsupervised learning. I will briefly touch upon I will not go with the reinforcement learning. Basically, I will show examples on supervised and unsupervised. But here in this slide, I am giving just big overview what are the different classes of different subsections of different machine learning classes. Like supervised learning, the machine learning algorithms can be broadly classified into 3 types, like supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning. Supervised learning, as you can infer from the name, it suggests it is supervised. That means with the data set you have available with you, there is a clear supervision on the data. Means if you have dogs and cats data, it is clearly written though that these are the cat and these are the dog. This is clearly distincted, and these are the supervised approach that is given. And supervised approach, there are 2 main subcategories like regression and classification. Regression deals with the numerical prediction, like house price prediction. You have different features like house size, location. Those are the features, and based on that, the different prices are given. And you have to predict the price of a new house if the features are given. This is an example of regression. And for classification, it is a discrete approach. That means the outcome of the this algorithm, it tells clearly that the output will only be any discrete value. Like what I have told, if you have the data of dogs and cats, and it is clearly written those are the data for dogs and cats, there are such certain features which they separates from dogs and cats. If you have the new data with these features, then you can clearly tell. That means, the algorithm, ML algorithm, if what you are using, it can clearly classifies what is the feature that signifies the dog, and what are the features that signifies the cat. So this is the example of classification. Next, the unsupervised learning approach. As you can infer, this unsupervised tell the different levels for the data sets are not given, and the popular examples of popular subsection of unsupervised learning approach is clustering, and the second subsection is dimensionality reduction. Dimensionality reduction means there are certain features which are essential for predicting the outcome, but it may so happen different features which are not required that may be discarded for predicting any kind of outcome. So dimension required in those cases. And in case of reinforcement learning is a kind of approach. It is based on reward and task. You have to do. That means, the software agent has to perform some task, and it is given some reward based on the task what the software agent performs. This kind of approach, in this parlance, I am not going to tell more about the reinforcement learning. I will only focus on supervised and unsupervised ones. Up to this, any kind of question?
Hello.
Yes, please.
Sir, very good evening to you. With kind permission from the honorable organizers, sir, this is Shamim Firdaus, sir. I'm a Commonwealth scholar, a chartered accountant as well. Right now pursuing my career as a research scholar. Sir, my humble request to you is that what is the basic difference between classification and clustering?
Okay. So as you can see,
that is number one. And would you please be kind to tell us some algorithms? Examples of some algorithms. For example, naive-Bayes algorithm or decision tree algorithm. Sir, which class actually it will come? Classification or clustering? Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you for your questions. So I will tell you more about those examples in classification and clustering categories. First, let me tell you what are the basic differences of classification and clustering. As you can see, classification is an supervised learning approach. That means you have your data points along with the labels. Like what I have told, you have the dogs and cats data. Like those features of the dogs and cats are available, like color, shape, and those are the feature. And along with the labels, that is saying that this kind of data is for dog, and this kind of data is for cat. So if labels are given along with the data points, those and the most important point is that what is your label type. If the label type is discrete, that means it is not like any continuous prediction, then it is in classification. And in clustering, the labels are not given for your data points. Only the data points like the feature, shape, color, those are given, but the labels that is telling it is for dog, it is for cat, it is not given, then it is in clustering, right?
Yeah, and regarding the example, we will come just after this slide. There are few example slides are there where we will show you the what are the different ML algorithms of classification and clustering in Python. We will show you that.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
What I have just told you, that first of all, I will go with the supervised learning approach, and the first subsection is regression. And regression, what I have told you, that regression is a continuous problem. That means your outcome is a continuous value. So here I have given a scenario where let's say a company wants to hire some personnel based on experiences. So what they did, collected some previous data of the employees from their HR department and gave it to a data scientist and asked for a prediction model which will suggest salaries while providing years of experience. So you can see this salary component is a continuous value. So you can see I have just plotted the data based on year of experience and salaries. So you can see the salary data, there is a clear trend you can see with the number of year of experience. So if we model with any, if we model a line in this data, you can see salary can be written with this linear equation. So this kind of approach is for linear regression, and this is simple because there is only one variable. This variable is predictor variable, and single predictor variable, and based on salary is a outcome variable or response variable. This salary is computed based on year of experience. So this is a simple linear regression example. Now what I can do, I will go to the demo and I'll let you show how it is working, how those different packages that I have used using Python, and you can run in for your simple linear regression. So you can see here I have collected the data like salary data. Here you can see year of experience and salary. These are the two columns. And year of experience, here it is my predictor variable, and salary it is my outcome or response variable. Based on these data, how I can predict the salary of any unknown person based on the year of experience. Let me see with this example. So the packages that is required, pandas, numpy, those are numeric packages required, and matplotlib for showing the results in graph. Pandas is required for partitioning the data. Like here in this, you can see salary data is in CSV format. What I have done here, first I read the data in dataset variable, and after reading the data, what I have partitioned the data into my predictor and my response. Here only there is one predictor variable, that is year of experience, and my response is Y, that is salary. So if you know the Python syntax, this means this is the slicing operation. This tells the colon if in anything, and after if there is nothing there mentioned, it is telling take all the rows. And the second part of this section tells that you take the columns only excluding the last one, -1. If you are familiar with the Python syntax, like in C, there are the syntaxes from 0 onwards, and in Python, there is the syntax by -1, and the negative syntaxes are also available in Python. Like -1 is for the last value, and for backwards, you get the values of the other variable. Like here, slicing the predictor variable, I have read in X, and the outcome variable I have read in Y. After partitioning, what I have done here is that I have split the data set into training and test set. So what I told you that training and validation, here test means if the validation required for after you are predicting, after you are training your data, you have to validate your data. I mean validate your model so that you can grade your proper prediction. So after splitting the data set into training and validation set, what I have used linear regression class from the linear model package available in scikit-learn. You can install scikit-learn using pip install sklearn. Sklearn is short for scikit-learn. So using linear regression class, next I have instantiated a variable of linear regression class. Then those after this object or variable, I am calling fit function, and I am providing x train and y train. X train and y train I have already obtained in the previous section after splitting the dataset into training and test. Here you can see X10, X-test, Y10, Y-test. Those are the datasets for training and testing. After fitting this object, this object with the training dataset, you what you do is you are going to predict based on the model. This is your model. Regressor is your model, and you get your predicted results in Y-trade. So here, what I have shown that here these red dots are the actual data, training data. This is basically training data, and what the model learned from the training data. It is shown in the blue line. You can see the line goes in the line actually predicts the training data. So after displaying this thing, now I have shown here these red dots is the test data, and this blue line is the training line that I have already obtained in the training phase. So I have shown this training line also clearly identifies the testing data. So from here you can see this the parameter of any line, for this line, this is the parameter of coefficient and intercept. If you don't have this data, now with your unknown data, you if you plot any year of experience here, then you can easily get salary from this line. So you don't have to need this data further. So this is an example of simple linear regression. So in multiple linear regression, what I have shown a different scenario, like a set of angel investors want to invest in some of the startups, and they have their previous investment record, and plotted this data based on their spendings in different sectors, like in the R&D spend, administration spend, marketing spend, and finally they have their profit margins. So here you can see this profit outcome is outcome variable, R&D spend, administration, marketing. These are your predictor variables. So I am going to the multiple linear regression demo. Here, just the same thing I have imported the packages like NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib. These are required also here. You can run this command in Jupyter Notebook by using Control Enter. You run, then you can see this is executed. As I have already installed these packages, it is showing here. Then what you have to do is you have to import these data sets, like data set of 50 startups, and you have to partition the data into predictor variable set and the outcome variable. Like here, outcome variable is only profit, and the predictor variables are the other features like R&D spend, administration, marketing, and state. Then what you have to do, you have to pre-process the data, because in this data you can see there are some data like state, it is categorical data. You have to do you have to encode this data in numeric ones, like what I have told. You can use one hot encoding approach to encode this data. So here you can use one hot encoding approach to convert your data into dummy variable. After running this command, one hot encoding, and let me tell you, this is the function. The class name is column transformer. So column transformer, what it does actually, if you pass the function one hot encoding, and the encoder function, it actually takes two parameters. It tries to transform the column along with the other argument like remainder pass through. That means only it will convert the number column number 3. That means the state column will only be converted and the other columns will be left, because those columns are already in the numeric ones. So it will only convert the column number 3 into dummy variables. So after converting, I have just printed the values. As you can see, the dummy variables comes in the first, and here you can see there are only 3 states: New York, California, and Florida. That means it is represented with 3 bits in one hot encoding. You can see these 3 columns are representing the states. Then I have splitted the data into training and test phase. I have told you why it is required. So after splitting the data set, you can use the same class in like what I have used for simple linear regression. In case of multiple linear regression, you can also use this linear regression class. And after feeding your training data into this regressor variable, you can get the model out of it. After getting the model, what you can do, you can predict the test set. That means here validation set is required to be tested, and here you can see left side is your actual data and the right side is your predicted data. And I have shown here the predicted versus actual data here. The green dots are actual and the red cross mark are the predicted ones. As you can see, these are very much close. And after that, you can also calculate error from the predicted results, and you can show in the graph. So the next point, very important point, is that I would like to tell you are in case of this approach, we in our model we have used ordinary least square approach for like in the linear regression class itself. By default it is using ordinary least square approach to predict the outcome. So here that means after predicting your model, after getting your model, you are predicting with the new data set. So how your model is performing, you can get idea out of it using the R-square and adjusted R-square metric. This metric tells you how your model works, and this equation, as you can see, is based on the approach that if you don't have any kind of sophisticated models available with you, what you can do is predict using your average model. That means if you have a set of data set, like for in case of R&D spend, you have so these are the data, and if you want to predict, so let's say for a profit, if you want to predict profit of a unknown sample, what you can do, best predict is based on the average values you can get. So your R square says that how your model actually is better than your average line. That is metric. If it is in range, the range of R square and adjusted R square is in the range 0 to 1. If it is close to 1, that means your here from this equation R square, you can see 1 minus float SS residual by SS total. SS residual is the sum of square of your predicted result with the test level and your predicted level, actual level and the predicted level. And your sum of total is the sum of square with your the predicted data with the actual data minus your mean values. So based on this, you can get an idea how your model is performing. Up to this, any point, any question?
Hello.
Yes, please.
Sir, this is Shamim again. Thank you very much for allowing me.
Yeah.
Sir, I have actually 4 questions till now. Sir, data cleaning is a vast part. So in this shortest period of time, it's not possible to discuss this whole thing. So will you please be kind to recommend us 1 or 2 good books on data cleaning so that we can go through it and we can learn it better way. And I am also requesting you humbly to give us some good information. I mean, for example, some reference books or blogs or video tutorials on NumPy, Pandas, as well as on Matplotlib. And finally, sir, you have just taught us about the predicted value as well as the actual value. But if I want to actually export it to, Excel or to LaTeX, sir, what I should do from, here this Google Colab, if I want to actually export it to my, my desktop. Okay, so what I should do then?
Okay. First of all, your question about those references, it is better if you go for the reference manual of those libraries. Like for NumPy libraries, there are very much useful references in their library itself. It comes with different references, and you can consult. You can get a clear picture of this, how to use those libraries. And the point is that, and if you want to export your data, export your result into your Excel sheet, what you can do, you can explore different classes available in Python for exporting the variable values into your Excel values. Or otherwise, you can also copy from here to your Excel sheet. That is also possible after printing the value in here, like what I have printed. You can print, yes, here what I have printed, you can print and you can copy, but rather I will tell you can explode and get an class name. Here you can use those class and using those classes you can export your data set into Excel. That can be written.
And you can easily export though whatever you want to, like a CSV file you want to export, you just write open a particular file and save in a CSV format. So it's a possible from the Python. It's a very important if you need to store or if you need to save the model also. So whatever the model you are training, if you also save those model, you can also save those model. So it's a possible. So like a dump, there is a pickle.dump is there. So you can also dump your model. So whatever you want to store in your hard disk or if your laptop desktop, it's possible. So and regarding the references in our slide also, there are few online references like is there on you will get the slide, and there are different references are there. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
May I ask something?
Sir, about data cleaning?
Yeah, please tell.
Sir, about data cleaning?
About data
cleaning the
cleaning?
data.
Okay.
Yes.
About data cleaning, you can get a better idea using in different YouTube videos are available, and you can explore there. You can get an idea how to clear those data set, because it is not any kind of, if you go through any machine learning approach, it is not clearly mentioned in one video on any one lecture. You cannot get any kind of clear picture about this. You have to go to the YouTube and different data cleaning approach. You can search over there and you will get different ideas, right?
Sir, so true, sir. So true.
May I
Sir, if you
ask?
please be kind to, could you please, like to recommend me one or two reference book on data manipulating, data cleaning like that?
There, sir. We will show you in the last. There are one reference slide. Whatever I have shown, the digit handwritten recognition, that is also very important. Each and every steps are written there. So few references, important references we have given in the last slide of this lecture. We will show you. Definitely, we will share with you. Okay, sir.
Thank you very
Sir, may I ask something, sir?
Yeah, please.
Hello. Yeah, sir, I'm doing my PhD in social management, and my topic is on food supply chains in basically in Ahmedabad. And what I want to do is use social media data from Facebook and Twitter and kind of analyze it, and hence wanted to know more about machine learning in that context. Uh, uh, I know it's off the track. The whole question is off the track, but I wanted to get any guidance from you, yeah, since you are from CDAC.
What I mean to, what I understand that you crawl, from Twitter data or Facebook data, and try to model those data like a sentence or word kind of thing. You were talking about.
So, because there are consumer preferences expressed over Facebook,
Okay.
so yeah, and there are buyers also. So I want to get that data from the Facebook and analyze the data to form, an understanding about the a model of how it works, how the whole thing works during, say, for example, COVID time, where the disaster forced people to go to digital platforms more than physical platforms. So how it has worked, what are the consumer behavior. So in that context, how can these machine learning help me? Are there some very easy tools which I can use for Facebook or Twitter analysis?
Yeah, actually, whatever, it's a very big question to answer. But what I mean to say that whatever the basic steps we are showing here to, if you have the data, like whatever we are showing here, CSV data, we are importing those data. So if you have those data, you just like to import and create your model. And it's a classification, or if it is a clustering, I don't know. If it is a classification problem. So if you have the reference data also, if you have, so you can also easily train your model. So whatever Ankur is trying to mention, that there are different functions here, this is a linear regression. So linear regression is a class here. So it's a linear regression application, but Ankur also mentioned there is a multiple linear regression model. So you can also, this is a fit, is a function. So here we are giving the X train and Y train. So if you have those data, you can easily fit and build your regression. This is the model. Okay. So you can also store your model. So right now, I don't have any idea what data you have. So these are the basic steps. Importing your data, splitting your data, feed in import a specific model like a linear regression. I am importing here. You can also import a neural network model like MLP, multi-layer perception model. So it's based on your application. There are different classifiers as available. So you need to import from the scikit-learn library. Okay, if you just go to the scikit-learn website, there are different libraries are there, for classifiers are there. So you can import and trial, and you can do the trial and error method, which classifiers is suit for your application. Like if you don't have any idea that MLP, multi-layer perceptron will shoot, or multiple linear regression is suit, it's a depend on your application. So but basic steps should be there. again, it's a basic steps is a data importing your data, then splitting your data, then creating the model, then the prediction. These are the basic model. I mean, these basic steps, I will say. You need to pass all these 4 steps one by one as per the requirement of your application. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
So next, we will just talk little bit because it's already 5:30. So Ankur, just show you some example on neural network because it's a very booming area, neural network and deep neural network. So I request you to show some, I mean, example on neural network.
Okay. Okay. So here for neural network, I have collected some data, and this data, the scenario is that there you have the data set. Actually, the bank wants to model the churn or attrition rate of their previous customer, because it is always said in business, it is always good to retain old customer than getting new customer. So the bank wants to model the churn rate based on the data set. That means features available like credit score, geography, gender, um, age. These are the features available with the bank, and the bank want to get the attrition rate. That means whether any customer will go out of the bank or not. So in our example, we have used this neural network model where we have 2 hidden layers, and in this hidden layer we have used ReLU rectification, ReLU activation function, and in the last last output layer, we have used softmax sigmoid for telling whether the customer will leave or not. And this is the input layer, and if each node depicts different features like credit score, geography, gender, age, like this. So I am just going to the demo of ANN here.
See, here also we import the same libraries like an NumPy, pandas, and also the important TensorFlow library. It's a new library for the neural network. So most of the library, whatever we are using here, it's you need to also include the same library as per your requirement. Like a NumPy, pandas is always same, but here it's a neural network kind of approach. So that's why the TensorFlow we import the TensorFlow in the third line. Then we also started with again data preparation. So the steps are very much similar, like importing your some libraries as per the requirement, then the data preparation. Ankur.
Yeah. After you have prepared your data, you have just completed your data training and test set, and you can build the artificial neural network with the class sequential from the TensorFlow library itself. In TensorFlow, the keras is very popular for artificial neural network, and TensorFlow is backend of this keras package. You can use this sequential class to make your artificial neural network. And once you have instantiated the sequential class, you can add different layers. Like here, we have added 2 hidden layer with 6 nodes. Units 6 means these are the nodes, and the activation function, just I have told you, this ReLU activation function is used in the first hidden layer, and the second hidden layer also ReLU activation function is used, and the last layer it is sigmoid activation function used, and the unit is 1. That means it is just giving whether the customer will churn or not. And after you have made your network, what you can do, you can compile your network with different parameters like optimizer. I'm not going detail about this optimizer function. You can get better idea in the TensorFlow library itself. What are those optimizer functions that is required, and this is the loss function. That is the quotient of binary quotient of it, because there is only two the binary, because the output variable, it is only binary, whether it is the customer is churn or not, and the matrix that will be calculated here, it is accuracy. By this, you can, if you compile your NN, after that you train with your training data, and the batch size 32 it is required, because it may be the case in fitting this model with the data set. Artificial neural network is a huge model, so it may case you have to partition the data in different batches, so that the library itself allocates different jobs in different core. If it is a multi-core system, then it is the task of the library, TensorFlow library, that allocates different jobs in different cores, and your training will be faster. So batch size partitioning is required for getting the training set training accuracy faster. After running the last parameter that I have used epochs, 100 epoch. That means the full data set, the loss function will cover the full data set 100 times before giving me the actual accuracy of the training set. If you run it, you will get 0.8, that means 86% accuracy with this data set. Once you get your training model, then you can predict your training model with an example that I have shown, a single example I have shown here, and that you can do, and you can predict whether the customer will actually leave or not. And the thing I have shown that actually the training of a neural network takes quite time. So it is better to save your model. So what you can do, you can save the model to JSON. JSON is a serializing format. Here you can save your NN model in JSON, and you can save your weights. That means if you are familiar with the neural network, that the weights actually which maintains the network. So you can save your model's weight in model.h5 file, and later you can import the model from the file itself, that is written model h.5. And after loading the model, what you can do is you can predict with the test data set, and you can get the predicted output. And the final one, you can compute confusion matrix based on your prediction over the validation or test validation set. And here you can see on the validation set, it is given almost 85% accuracy.
So again, in this artificial neural network, we have shown that after importing the data, libraries, then data importing, then data splitting, then there are different layers. We need to find out how many hidden layers will be there. Like in this example, we have only the 2 hidden layers. Input layer, 2 hidden layers, and the output layer. And in the output layer, we know that it's a only binary kind of like a 0 and 1. Customer will stay with the bank or not to stay with the bank. That's why it's a true and false is the output. So that's why we use it's a only one node. Okay, so this is the entry point of the deep learning kind of application. If you understand neural network example very well, then you can also work with the deep neural network application. So here we have shown these are the what is called the supervised algorithms like artificial neural network, and we train this kind of application. You can also try artificial neural network in Google Colab also, because you know that currently we are running this application in my laptop. It's a CPU is there are only CPUs. So if you just import, upload your your Python code in the Google Colab, there is a GPU and TPU facilities is there. So using the GPU and TPU, you can run your same code, but neural network train time is a drastically fall. Okay, so I would like to request all the researchers, those who are working the artificial neural network and deep neural network, they can just build your application and upload your Python code to the Google Colab, and you can just choose your GPU, whether you can use the GPU and TPU as per your requirement. So then training time will be very less. If we run this code, it will take 2-3 minutes to train the system, and also it's a very small amount of data is there. Okay, but if you have the huge amount of data, then it will take the if you use only CPU, it will take maybe 2-3 days or maybe 1 week. But if you use the GPU and TPU, because you know, as a researcher, we don't have the GPU or TPU right now with us, but you can use the Google infrastructure, Google Colab. If you go to the Google Colab and upload you the same data, and the time of the training drastically fall. So as a researcher, we will recommend to use the Google Colab, and there is a similar flavor like a Jupyter Notebook flavor you will get at the time of using the Google Colab. Yes. Okay. Right. So there are many things. I think we will say that there are we can say many things, right? But there is already 5:40, so we are stopping here. If you have any query, you can just tell us. We will try to answer your query. Okay, and if you have any suggestion, okay, so you just we already we have shared our mail ID to the organizer. You can just mail to the organizer, they will forward. Okay, so right now, if you have any query up to this, just tell us.
Hello?
We will try to answer your query. Please go ahead.
Sir, thank you very much. I mean, this is a informative session, and unfortunately, the timing is so limited. I mean, it is actually bad luck for us. But just a couple of minutes ago, you taught, you actually, shared us that there is some sort of resources slide are going to be shared.
Yeah, sure. I just forgot. Sure. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. So this is very important. If you just number 6, it's a convolution neural network. The visual recognition is a Stanford University's lectures. So there is a, if you're interested on the deep neural network, convolution neural network, recurrent neural network, I will give you this number 6 is a very important resource. So if you also you can just machine learning versus artificial network crucial differences. You can also use this link. So the soft link we shared with you. So you can also, like one researcher already mentioned the name of the book. We will say the Professor Tom Mitchell machine learning book. You can follow. It's a good reference book for the machine learning approach. Okay, and Ankur has already mentioned that there are different online materials available, but we will say that if you working on the TensorFlow, just go to the TensorFlow reference material. There you can get all the what are the functions are available. You will get from that TensorFlow website. Okay, so there are different different websites is available, but go to the home official reference site. Okay, so these are the very 6 different references that
sir, actually, sir, please don't mind, sir. The time period is so limited.
No
I'm requesting you, sir, about actually 2 things. Thank you very much, sir. As your student, sir, which book you will recommend me for data cleaning and data manipulation? and which book you will recommend me for this different algorithms that right now you actually have taught us. And please be kind to share these quotes that you have taught us here in the
Sure,
Google
sure, sure.
Class. I think they are available on your desktop as well. Okay,
Yeah.
and please be kind to share us the PowerPoint slides as well. Because due to the time limitation, I guess, it has not been taught us properly because of the time limitation only.
Sure, sure. Regarding your query, we will share our slide to the organizer. So hopefully, organizer will share to the all the researchers. And regarding the right now, we don't have any ready reference of regarding data cleaning, but we will add in this reference slide and share. Okay. So we will add 7 and 8 as a
Thank you very
reference of the data cleaning, and we'll modify this reference slide little bit as per your query, and we'll share the to the organizer. Okay.
Thank you very much, sir. Sir, if you please don't mind, if you please don't mind, and if you please be kind to us, then may we have your email address, please?
Sure, sure, sure.
Definitely, we will be able to disturb you. Thank you very much, sir.
No problem, no problem. I'm just writing here myself and Ankur reference, mail ID. It's a joyanta.basu. Okay, in small, everything is small. CDAC.in and Ankur Ankur Ghoshal and then CDAC.in. So all in small. Okay, mine is joyanta.basu at CDAC.in and Ankur.Ghoshal@CDAC.in. Okay.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. You are so kind. Thank you very much, sir.
So, any other query or any feedback from your side? Because we are also the learner in this side. Because you know that each and every time we also get different input from the audience. We can also learn so many things regarding the application also. So if you have any feedback,
Sir, from my point of view, as a community scholar, chartered accountant, sir, this is my honest feedback, sir. That I'm so unlucky that I am not being able to be in your class for a longer time, at least for 1 year. I need to be in your class at least for 1 year. I need to work under you, under your supervision, to learn further. And if any opportunity comes in the near future to participate in any of your class, to participate in any research project as an associate or as an assistant with you, it will be so much good luck for me. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. In shortest period of time, you have taught us so many things. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, thank you. You can also mail us if you have any query further. So I request all of the researcher, you can mail us. We don't have any problem. We try to give the answer, but you know that's maybe it will be little bit time, but please don't mind. We will revert back to you definitely. Okay. Thank you. Thank you from our side.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Joyanta Basu sir. Thank you, Ankur Ghoshal sir from CDAC Kolkata. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So we conclude here with the permission from HOD IT sir. He is live now. Sir, do you want to speak something, sir?
I would like to thank both the people from CDAC, Joyanta, I know him personally, and the other person, his colleague. We would like to, because I have been associated with Joyanta for long, so hope I can send students next time for some training at CDAC. He has always been helping, and CDAC is even Navarun sir has been very happy to help us, and we would like to thank CDAC for providing us with this wonderful talk. I was online in a meeting, but I was watching this presentation and the animal speaking and the face related things that you had presented. So thank you very much, and I think we can call it a day today. So tomorrow we can have the last day.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you for your feedback. Sure, anytime you can send your students. We don't have any problem. There are only protocol you need to send. We need to approach to our director and get the approval. So there are different students from the northeastern side. Not only Tripura University, in different other institution also, the student visited our institution. We welcome, in fact, all of you to visit CDAC Kolkata. If you have time permit, you can visit. We will be very happy to interact with you, and that's learning. It's an ongoing activity. So we also learn each and every day. We are learning from our students, from our seniors. So and from the interaction of in this kind of workshop. So thank you from our side. Hope we will meet. Hope we will meet again and meet all the researchers. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So tomorrow we have two sessions. First session will start from 2:45. So the session is cybersecurity in industry 4.0. That will be taken care of by Sri G. Ram Sundar, Department of IT, Sri Ramakrishna Engineering College, Coimbatore. Then we have R programming in the second session that will start from 4 p.m. by our faculty from Tripura University, Shubir Kumar Sen. Okay, please try to attend. This will be beneficial for all. Okay, thank you.
Sir, so tomorrow our session will start at 4 p.m. only?
No. First one is from 2:45. Second is from 4 p.m.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Thank
So
you.
please log in by 2:30. That will help us to organize successfully. Thank you.